Did you hear anything from Minds Gaming?
I haven't. No.
But I was telling Eclipsing that we could like do a lot with this like story. So like, somehow we got to introduce like Eclipsing Binary as like a band in the world. Like, I don't know how you want to do it. Like,
I have no clue.
you could do it like,
um,
I was talking with Bob Dub about the dude, where's my wallet
oh yeah,
whole thing.
oh yeah,
um,
That's
yeah,
sounds great.
yeah. How was what do you call it? The Minds Fest?
Oh wow,
yes, tell us
a
about that.
whirlwind, just crazy experience, just so fast, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was hard to like remember everything and take in the experience. Like wow, I'm still trying to process it.
yeah. What panel were you on?
The first panel, so it was kind of lame as far as like me and John G and whoever going up on the panels. So they had like they started the discussion and it was like an hour long of changing minds. Like what would you change your mind about, or what have you changed your mind about, or some shit. And they went all on the panel.
I would change
And
my
then they
mind
had
about
us up.
coming to this panel.
Right. And then they had Lucy, Think with Lucy on, which she's like a newcomer to Minds.
Okay.
Like, been there for a month, and somehow she got on the thing. And she had a good little, they're talking about the positive freedom versus negative freedom.
Okay.
Hmm.
And that was like a 5 or 10 minute thing. And then they had me on, and then I was on there for maybe 5 minutes, and then like I said, it was just so fast. Like I was just starting to get into the conversation,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
cut it off.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're gonna move on to the next person. So for it to be the Minds Fest, and they're talking about changing minds, but they only bring somebody from the actual Minds community on for 5 minutes out
Yeah.
of it started at 6 in the afternoon and it went until 10:45, 11, something like that.
Yeah.
So good 4 hours of conversation that the Minds community wasn't involved in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Very true, man. Very true.
So yeah, it's
I
like,
heard Alex Jones had like 2 hours, so
yeah, that's what I'm
silver linings, I
saying.
guess.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I mean, I was in the same room with Alex Jones and got to shake his hand, take a picture with him, whatever, and
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke Radowski and a few other, whatever. But
Yeah.
as fun as it was like I was in the circus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You're
I
like, oh
didn't.
shit! I entered like YouTube or something. I thought this is gonna be.
Yeah,
I thought this is gonna be
Yeah.
mines.
right, right.
Yeah.
You're in reality TV at that point.
Yeah.
Right. It was
And I think
so
I
weird.
think that's what I want to play with like, dude, where's my wallet? Like we're filming
Okay.
like a weird reality TV show that's in like this virtual space,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like the narrator is the AI. You know what I mean? So like, but
Very interesting.
I think that should be Bob's role. Like she reads the narration,
Hell yeah.
and then we just keep on implying as jokes and in the writing that the narrator is an AI, and that like it's actually not Bob, but it is the AI that is like mimicking her voice, but it's actually not. It's just her, you know.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
As a little trick, you know. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta fucking freak them out.
Confuse people.
She does sound like a generated voice type thing.
Well, you know,
You're talking about Bob Dub?
yeah. When I heard her, interview Minds Gaming, it was like, oh man, like it was good, and she was asking a lot of questions, but like what you were saying, like she's very, I think she's like plans out like what she says or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's very clear and articulate with her speech, and
Yeah.
like I said, I could listen to her all day. She's just, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bobbing along. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually,
he
disappeared. Just a glitch in the Matrix. Oh, no.
Shit. It's coming for us, bro.
It's taking us out one by one. No.
Oh no.
I think him and Chris and Bob had a podcast or whatever, right? Today.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then she said she was on censorship sucks or whatever. But yeah.
Yes, I think she said she was gonna be there.
Oh, there he's over there. He's over there by the club. By the club.
I see you off in the distance.
It's so funny to see him come
Hey.
near.
Yeah, I guess if I don't touch the screen very often, it just like kicks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the phone. So
you guys want to go over to the ramen place over here? Watch. Over here to the ramen place. And then I'll go behind the ramen place.
is this the ramen bar?
Yeah, this is the ramen bar.
Nice.
And then we got the aliens back here.
Yep, it's a trippy ass room.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was telling Eclipsing is that what would be fun is I think that's what we do. I'll talk to Minds Gaming about this, but build up our memberships, but like we put what prompts we're using to generate what we're doing. So then we could build upon it, like, you know what I mean, like. Because I was just telling him how I was saying, hey, I want to build out the backstory to the character Dan, and Dan is half old dirty bastard and half Hunter S. Thompson. And the first couple ones are lame, but then there's a few ones that are pretty good and they're pretty funny.
There's something else I just heard about Dan. So something about a biblical reference to AI or something.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
I had not exactly, but I know that it was like something about biblical reference, like in Revelations, for AI, and it was Dan. And it's also like Elon Musk's something with his AI. He's calling it Dan or something.
Oh, I thought he was going to call it like True GPT or something like that.
I don't know, but it's something to do with it.
Yeah.
Dan.
Well,
anyway.
in our context, Dan is loosely based off of me.
I got you, Daniel. Yeah. Cool.
And then Mike is loosely based off of Minds Gaming, right?
Minds Gaming. So when we're editing,
what?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. When we're editing, should we use that prompt to like write the character still kind of loosely on you?
I think like we could do different things with it, but I think one good practice is whoever's starting off the seed one is using like whatever AI they want to do to kind of like do it, and maybe they just slightly edit it, but then we just start passing it around editing that one. You know what I mean? Like adding our own shit to it. You can add probably like the best of like whatever you're thinking, but maybe, if we got alternative plots, like we pitch that to be the seed one that we pass around. And I was saying that, also too thinking about like the mechanics of it. Like Imaginarium starts off the tossing, so like it, you know what I mean? Because if we play hot potato, the one who starts it off is never gonna get the tokens. So it's like cool if like Imaginarium never gets tossed back those tokens. You know what I mean? And the thing too is, huh?
If that's what you think it's best, I don't.
But it doesn't really matter because what I'm saying is that like anybody could toss out plots or stories, that we edit, and if we're like sharing how we're using the ChatGPT, then we start building off each other's prompts. It'll be kind of funny what we get.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's like an added weird layer.
I can totally see. I'm like visualizing the whole movie already.
Yeah.
So
yeah, totally.
It's fun. Like
that's what I was saying.
Wow.
Is like he could add his band into the storyline. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, for sure.
Because you're already doing some of the what do you call it? Dude, where's my wallet? Right?
Yeah, you can do
and then like later
loosely
go,
based
yeah.
off the
like,
dude, where's my car thing.
Yeah, do alternative plot of that. They're at the bar and my band's playing, and then we get lost in the desert or something.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, like a cameo, like in a regular show, where you have like a band playing something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be cool. And then you could, play, or you could make up a song, or you could we could use one of your songs. I was on this podcast earlier, and he read one of my old writings. Like this was like in 2017 or whatever. But anyways, it's about like AI in a sense. But it'll be funny to add that like into the story. It's pretty good. Like I just modify it a little bit, I've been doing alternative plots about like the AI Bukowski, which is funny too.
Okay. I'm very curious about what you write about that one. That's gonna be fun. 'Cause, like, I find that it just fits great that the AI is Bukowski and it gets all existential and shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. And then a whole bunch of stuff is happening to Dan and Mike and stuff.
Yeah. Let me see.
How are you, Chris? Are you using any of this stuff?
What's that?
ChatGPT or Bing or any of this stuff?
Oh, okay. I'm very limited, so I used it for writing a GoFundMe type thing. I think it was
okay.
Not GoFundMe, but Give Sing Go. I did anyway, but for a hub. We're speaking of hubs. We're in a hub.
Yeah.
But so you know what a Raspberry Pi is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take a Raspberry Pi and program it to be a cluster. So you can take Raspberry Pis and you can cluster them together. So you can have like whatever amount of Raspberry Pis and link them all together.
He could host our language model of Dude, Where's My Wallet? That's a good idea. Put that on MitMe.
but you, instead of doing the cluster of Raspberry Pis, you would use a Raspberry Pi and then have a bunch of USB ports and link your phone. So if you got a bunch of old Android devices, Apple, whatever, iPhones, whatever,
Yeah.
tablets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Computers, laptops,
Dude, if someone
whatever you want to.
sends you their old devices, you send them like 100 Chris Do Good tokens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Something like that. I'm just thinking of
But
ideas.
if you had like this hub that you could plug all these old devices into, and then take the computing power off of all of them, and then use it for one main computer,
Yeah.
it'd be like a supercomputer. You wouldn't have to worry about it slowing down.
And you know how to build this? Like, you know how to put all this together?
No.
Okay. Watching YouTube.
I just I know that they have people I've seen YouTube videos and Reddit posts and whatever about
Yeah.
people doing clusters
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Raspberry Pis, and they're making like servers and all kind of different things with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why couldn't you do that and make a super fast computer that could do multiple screens and all the things, you know, all the peripherals or whatever you need to do, Bluetooth, everything.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I got a bunch of mediocre phones, but if you linked them all together, it'd be like a $20,000-$30,000 computer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many
Very interesting.
how many different devices do you think you could hook up in your first cluster?
Like 8 to 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And so
That's interesting.
you have the one Raspberry Pi, and then you're gonna link up the 10 different devices to it, correct? Something like that?
Right.
Yeah, cool.
And then have like keyboard, mouse,
Yeah.
computer monitors, all that.
All that stuff. Hell yeah. Because, you know, like, after a while, too, like, I need to get, like, more memory because, like, you know, messing around with all these images, like, it gets crazy. And doing the video editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you need to speed up your computer, just add another old phone or laptop or whatever.
Yeah. I know you like
Let us know how that goes, because that's interesting to me.
Thanks. Yeah. So far nobody's donated to the GoFundMe, so
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it. You know, hit or miss with those things.
Totally.
Definitely, man.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like me too. Is like there's not much there. Like the feed needs to like get improved, you know. And but
Yeah.
I do think we could build up, and it'll be slow because like that's the only like slight benefit to mine is there's a lot more people, and like hopefully, you know, like that thing, and then maybe some of like the tricks to writing the prompts for Dude, Where's My Wallet? Like, you know what I mean? We put that as like membership things and see how that goes. Because you've been messing with that, right? Eclipse, you and Jolly.
Yeah, I saw. Sorry, I saw Jolly start. You know, and I just kind of put 2 posts up, but I looked at his feed and he's been quite active there. I just don't get them, you know, so it'd be cool to have like a separate feed where you can see all your subscriptions, everything you're subscribed to that you're paying for, because they get lost. But he's been active on that. I haven't been that active, but seeing his makes me want to.
Oh yeah, Jolly's crazy.
And even like sharing each other's subscription posts, even though they're locked, like that's how you get people in, you know, I think.
Yeah. Especially if we do pretty good. I think we could do pretty good stuff with this Dude, Where's My Wallet?
I think so. Just all this stuff, you know, like I mean, I'm sure you're at the rate that you're going, you're probably gonna build like so many of these, man. You know, you're literally gonna build your own metaverse here, and you
Yeah.
can hop from room
You know,
to
honestly,
different.
by a year's time, our world for Dude, Where's My Wallet will be more expansive
Huge.
than the metaverse.
Huge.
Mark my
Huge.
So
words. Mark my words.
do you think this can be integrated into minds.com?
I maybe. Well, they could end. You could. They could probably like do it how they do like groups and how they do Jitsi, where it's like embedded
Right.
in the.
Gotta be a way.
And then
That would be cool.
Probably.
because Jolly has, well, he has his, like Minds Gaming and Jolly have theirs embedded in their website. Like you could easily do that. You know, that's usually what Minds does.
Maybe like a pro account or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pro Account probably could do it. Yeah, I have mine embedded on my site as well.
Because you know,
Yeah, I don't
eventually,
see why mine's gonna do that.
eventually, which will be kind of cool, like what you were saying, like the pro account, or like that's a feature for membership or something like that. Because then later, like these rooms will be like full sets that like anybody could do their own show in, basically. Like I'll have everything.
Yeah.
Pretty
Everything.
much.
I know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So like
Everything but the audience. So we need to find a way to make an audience like that just watches and comments and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can, I mean, you can host live events here, and you can be like a moderator, and you have, let's say, like people on stage and people off stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You have multiple settings where you can allow people to do certain things, or like only people with the invite link can pin something, you know, or
Yeah.
only you can pin something. No one else can pin anything here, type of stuff.
Yeah, set it to private or whatever. Right?
And then the advantage of doing it on your site is maybe token gating it, you know, so like the link is just your website link, but to enter there you have to have a certain token on your wallet, certain NFT, certain something, you know. I don't know, but I think like as we all build these, man, yeah, this is gonna be huge, bro. This is gonna be huge. And it's gonna be full of art and music and cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing too, is like we could bring like a collage of all our different like work. You know what I mean? Like not only like with the current storyline, but like you could put, you know, like a playlist of your music in there, and I could Easter egg crazy videos, you know, that are like similar to what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's so crazy. This world is so huge. There's so much you could do with it.
yeah.
So much room for activities.
You could hide orbs in those mushrooms way over there, and you have to like fly over there, and there'd be like music
Wow.
videos, you know.
I gotta learn how to fly within the phone because I can't.
I don't think you can yet. I don't think you can yet. Yeah.
I'm stuck to 2D. I'm stuck to 2D in a 3D world.
The aliens are too. They're only 2D.
Yeah. They're so cool, man.
Yeah, we gotta get Minds Gaming in here so we could act.
Yeah.
act
He's
out
at a
scene.
party, he said.
Oh yeah, 420 party.
Probably.
Yeah, I thought Bob Dub would show up. She
Yeah, you had an interview, right?
Yep.
Cool.
We're doing a stream, I guess, live stream now.
Oh, okay. On our YouTube.
So well, yeah. Have y'all seen the You have, I'm sure, Eclipsing Binary, the Minds
Yes.
Boost live stream.
Yes, sir, I have.
You know about it,
Yes.
Daniel?
I think so. Would they
Yeah.
stream the Minds Fest? And they did that.
No, where we stream the Minds Boost feed.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
took
On your
a
YouTube.
screen.
Yeah, yeah. Now I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
So we did the live stream little
Oh.
chat
Okay.
on the boost feed.
Sweet. How did that
So
go?
yeah, went good. We had a little chatty do and talked about some trippy stuff. Have y'all heard of Suspicious Observers?
No. What's that?
No.
Suspicious Observers is a YouTube channel that and website that he looks at the sun and like sunspots and coronal mass ejections and solar winds and all the things, and he can, well, I don't know if he can, but through all the different technology, him and others predict the earthquakes and other like weather logical events, tornadoes and hurricanes and type shit
Interesting.
from watching the sun. Yeah, a lot of sun type. He does a daily Suspicious Observers news. Watches the sun, shows what's happening. If there's any sunspots or so there's sunspots, and then there's some other like big hole in the sun. I can't remember what those are called, but either way, whenever they're coming towards us, if it's like a sunspot, we have a chance to like have a coronal mass ejection from that. And then the big holes, whatever those are, they send out different ions and radiations and all that kind of crazy shit. But it affects the Earth and makes it do crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's like that Mayan shit that I talk about. You know, like
Mayan calendar.
yeah, like a Kolkin, which is that dream I had once, right? But like a Kolkin literally means like in the Mayans, like a sunbolt. So it's like the sunbolt teaches you music and poetry, which means all of the like creation myths. So like, you know, if you take it like literally, you're saying, no, a sunbolt taught us these stories.
Wow.
Which, you know, I think is kind of true, like, because they were also doing ayahuasca, so I'm sure they were getting some crazy information on there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sun gazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those temples were about that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Looking up at the sky, man.
And it's crazy, too, because of, like, you know, over time, like, it just because why we keep on doing it, because there is some symmetry and some correlation to like that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And that's what I meant by like rhythms, and even the 13, what like I put in that number 13 that corresponds to the 13 major cosmic tones, and like that's like, you know, in the big cosmic scale there's these like rhythms to the sun that like corresponds to like its overall dance within, you know, the supermassive black hole in the middle of our galaxy. But yeah, those were like all of the dances, like the where the creation dances were about that, you know what I mean? Like all the different lessons about that were in those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we lie to each other, and instead of trying to teach all the actual truth that we should be gaining knowledge in, you know, connectedness and whatnot.
Well, you know, it's like, okay, you could either learn like the lessons by like doing it yourself, by like observing nature or observing your inner stuff, and then like having honest exchanges with people, or you could pay someone to buy like access to this, you know, limited book that's supposed to tell you what it is, you know.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
So it's really kind of out of reach for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that sucks. that there's so many people walking around bewildered, and they know in their heart that there's like, why am I even doing this shit, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
But they can't get out of it because their knowledge is like taboo. You can't talk about that stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
But you know that that's the kind of funny thing, and hopefully, the thing that we could slightly do, and I think it's always been like my mission on Minds to do this other thing, because even at that, like, you know, I listened to Bill on Rogan, and he said something about like, and I used the clip, and he's like, oh, the conversation's like tamped down, and he was talking about like the government disclosing like information or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true, but there's another reason too why the discussion's tamped down, is because like it's this like weird debate, and even InfoWars reality tunnel weird thing that like is tamping down the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's like we need to get out of that loop too. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yes.
I think that's like, you know, always been like my little thing that I've been doing with my own stuff. But I think, you know, like these, because really making this room wasn't that hard. Like after I played around with the skybox for a minute, and so like once you get like, okay, you can like fit this in there and this and that, and then it's easier, you know. So like anyways, if these are like standing around and people could like do their own thing in this like room, because like, you know, it was kind of funny because I did this music video for Are You Serious? And this has like talk about like flattening the culture or flattening media, right? So I do this music video for Are You Serious? And the song's really crazy, so I get really crazy with the visuals, right? And I use this like collage from Sex, Death, and Rebirth, and it's this collage of a naked like bondage woman carrying like a TV or whatever, right? And there's like this like weird strange loop in the TV. But anyways, YouTube flagged that like against like community things and like blocks it. And I'm like, it's a collage, like it's not even a real breast.
Wow.
And then you know, like, cause I've been through it, but anyways, you know, like for a small channel, it's just, you're like, hello, is this thing on? Hello, is anybody here? Nothing. Crickets. You're in an empty warehouse. Hello, not even an AI. Hello. Can I get some customer service? No. You don't measure on the radar.
Oh my god.
And so like,
yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that's such a bummer. And then that's not even. It's just something, you know, that because how the algorithm is, you know what I mean. And it just kind of like sweeps the thing. And it's funny because it even flagged it on Minds, which I had it unlisted. I was like, I'm not even showing it to anybody. Like I did it to make it reduce the size, like I was telling you, eclipsing binary. So I could put it in the room, and it was unlisted. It was not even like showing to anybody. And then it said it
made it NSFW or whatever on Minds.
No, on YouTube.
Wow.
It fucking blocked it. It like told me to like take it down or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, what about on Minds?
No, I have it on Minds.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it did it on Minds.
No,
too.
on YouTube.
Got blocked or something.
What?
That's good.
What'd you say?
You directly uploaded it to Minds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was telling Eclipse that I put it on my channel to reduce the file size, to compress it, so I could use it in the hubs room. So like the music videos within the room play, you know, the audio when you enter.
Gotcha.
That was like the best way to do it. Like I was telling you, like it gets the best like compression, and it's still like the good quality. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you use one of those like.
Where do
Using YouTube.
Where do you upload it?
Upload it to YouTube, and then you just download it from there, and it compresses it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's really
Interesting.
good compression. Like,
Can you select the? Can you play with the compression or?
no, it's like a standard thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could like further probably compress that file. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, doing that kind of stuff, because I've done it where you do like a loop of that, and you could have the background like move. Those rooms are trippy. Like, I have this like really weird orb one. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's an MP4 file that I did it with, and it works pretty good.